What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Nathan Bowden here, and today we're back. It's Tuesday, which means it's Country Fried Wrestling today, and we're going to be talking about Elimination Chamber and Wrestlemania today. But before we do that, I got to introduce 1/3 of the team, Mr. Tasman Taylor.
What's it going on?
What's going on?
Living the dream, my friend.
Cool. Good. I'm glad I'm glad, you're able to make it today.
I am a man who has made it. I have showed up. I watched Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
I powered through it. Several times I got pretty sleepy.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I kind of knew how early it was going to be, but then I kind of forgot, and I was like, "Oh man, we should have planned on having because it was before I went to work."
Yeah, if it had been later in the day, I'd have fell asleep. I wouldn't have had the energy to persevere. It was hard, man. It was not.
It would have been good to stream it because we could have talked mess while we were watching it.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That actually would have brought some entertainment to it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I guess what really made me mad is like WWE sent out some hints that there were going to be some major swerves.
Yeah.
And it was the most vanilla, generic pay-per-view they've had all year. I mean, everything that everyone expected to happen is what happened. So it's just like...
Well, the swerve was there was no tag team match.
Oh, yeah. And then we just canceled the tag team match because, I mean, they not only did they cancel the tag team match, but they basically buried the Viking Raiders because, we can't take a little beating by the Usos. I mean, that pretty much happens before almost every match nowadays. Somebody gets attacked. But Viking Raiders are the first team or first wrestlers in 15, 20 years who didn't continue the match.
Yeah. All right, before we continue, I gotta welcome to the ring the United States champion, the man of many adventures, America's most wanted.
There's the bell. There's the bell.
Viva la raza! That's how I'm feeling tonight,
What's going on?
How's everything, family? It's like a reunion right here, Taz, man. We missed you last time.
I missed
but
you.
You got some great predictions, man. Your predictions is like fire on ice. Like it just rained on people's parades.
We'll go over them.
Is anybody else
Who?
Echo?
Is that me?
It might be.
Get y'all echoing asses out of here. No, I'm just playing. Hold on.
We got Greedo and we got Fang.
I know you were trying something. You said you were going to try something.
Yeah, my laptop acting crazy, so I ain't messing with it.
Hello. It worked.
Huh?
I can hear myself. Can
you hear me now? 2 or 3 times?
I've got big balls.
Yeah, I can hear you about 3 or 4 times.
Again?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I think you might need some earbuds or something. Is that your dog?
Yeah, he's down here eating. I've got actually Fabulous Disaster sent me. I showed it last week, that Bianca Belair basic.
Yeah.
I opened it up while we were sitting here talking. So he's eating
the plastic.
Yeah, he's eating the plastic. He is growing, dude. I've had him like 3 weeks, and I swear to God, he's like huge now.
Oh wow.
But he doesn't realize he's huge. He still thinks he's a little lapdog. He stepped on his testicles about 45 times.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
All right, let's try this again. Hello.
Yo.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
You know, boy, back to work, man. He don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? He just so hyped up and stuff, man. It's like finally time to go back to work. I'm like, man, I'm coming out punching like Ali.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You're the greatest, your AMW.
Hey,
I'm gonna beat you in like Muhammad Ali.
Hot Ollie's actually one of my favorite action figures I've ever have. I got the I think it was the Storm Collectibles one. Have you guys seen that?
I have it. I have it too up here. I got it boxing Mr. T.
Oh, do you have the
word.
Tyson?
No, Tyson's expensive.
Yeah. Tasman got Tyson, don't he?
Yeah, I got Tyson and Ollie.
It's tax time. I'm finna catch up a little bit, man. I want me a couple of them things too, man.
Yeah, I get that Tyson. But yeah, no, I picked up that Colonel Mustafa.
That's nice. Cool. Vader, stop, you little fucker.
But the biggest thing, my biggest pickup that I keep forgetting to show you guys is this thing.
Cool beans.
Conrad. Vader, get over here, you little son of a bitch. I can actually call him a son of a bitch and not be offensive because he really is one.
There you go.
Come on, buddy. I'm going to show you the national audience. Look how big this dude's got, man.
Dang, man.
Wow.
He'll be going to work soon. You have to take care of home.
He will be my hellhound soon.
There you go.
Word.
Tell him to start putting him to work.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to start earning your keep now. You're too big.
You gotta be the butler or something, cuz be the butler or something.
He's gonna be my guard dog.
Okay, that's good. That's a better job, like security.
Hey, there you go. Yep. So
we
before we get in,
we got R709, we got Fabulous and Greedo in the chat.
What's up, fellas? I'm about to pull my chat up now. I got everything opened up, man.
Before we get into, I was told if you caught my stream yesterday, you would have seen I had a special guest on yesterday who had some awesome news, and it was wrestling related. I had Sleeping Collectibles on.
Sleeping Collectibles.
And Sleeping told me and my audience that soon, if you love Ringside, he's going to have a Ringside code.
Really?
He said Ringside loves his content, and they want to give him a special code. So
let's go with it.
So keep on. I'll let you guys know, or if you follow Sleeping, he'll let you guys know.
That's cool.
So it's always cool to see somebody in the community.
Indeed.
Get a code like that, and you can use that, and buy more figures cheaper.
Yeah.
Our show is sponsored by Lance Movie Theater Butter Popcorn.
Oh my goodness! You're making me hungry. You're making me hungry.
I sell this shit for a living. I got it for free, but I mean it's good shit though. I'd eat it if it
was. Nice.
See, I just got me a Squidbills barbecue sandwich. Well, I'm gonna tell you why I was late. I got me a Squidbills barbecue sandwich. It ain't no sandwich, man. It's a sandwich, dog. It's a sandwich.
Damn you, I'm hungry.
I don't supposed to eat it, but I done took my blood pressure medicine and my aspirin. And I ate me a bite. That's all I needed, man. That was my fix.
Conrad said that the dog is better looking than the owner. That is true, but it's not fair because you got to see the dog naked. If you saw me naked, you might not say the same thing.
I don't know. I haven't seen you naked, so I don't know. I can't answer that question.
For a hoedown.
There you go.
Porn star tags like Porto Rocky. Shot to Dino.
Well, they I think didn't they start a new tag team?
Yeah, they did.
Who?
The porno you and Porno Rocky?
The Porno Stars.
Oh yeah, my heel turn.
The
That's
porno
what I was telling.
The Porno Studs.
Nathan before the stream, I've got a promo I'm gonna cut about my heel turn I got.
What's up, General?
Nice,
I love you.
Nice. But with that being said, let's get into it.
Man, you see Conrad Schrader say, nice dog, Bill looking at the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember him, right?
Yeah.
You know when they come in at night on the stream.
He was one of the two guys. He was like the general or whatever.
Y'all get along great because he's a heel. He's a great heel too. So y'all get along great. So y'all link up. Do y'all thing. Let's get this money together.
Remember them guys.
Yeah.
We gonna get into it because we're gonna go over the results. We're gonna go over them results.
Oh man.
The results.
So
the result.
Let's see. All right. The Miz and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio won that one. Rey Mysterio won that one. Got me a point.
Yay, Nathan. Dude, I came in bottom, bro.
But
Chance, me and you both did, bro. Like
well, no, me and AMW tied.
We are?
Because I'll show you. We got the Naomi, Ronda versus Flair and what's her name? DeVille. And once again, that one got me a point. Because I was thinking about it.
At this point.
Because I was about to go with you guys, but then I was like, I don't know. I think them winning is gonna be the one that gets them, gets that WrestleMania match. Plus, are they really gonna have Ronda Rousey lose a match? I don't know. It's like Brock. I don't know. Then you had the Drew McIntyre, Madcap Moss one. We all went with Drew, so we all got points with that one. But I was a little worried about that.
I thought it was gonna be a squash match. See.
Oh no.
Let me tell you how I lost it. You know how you bet in the NFL and stuff, by quarters, it's gonna be 7-3. You know how if you bet, see, I'm not a bettor, but the best numbers to bet in the NFL in the first quarter is like 0, 3, and 7. But you get a 0 at the end of like if you get a 10, so you can automatically win. See, I booked that as a squash match, like one of those. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a squash match. So now I lost.
Didn't think it would be a squash match because their first match wasn't. Their first match was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
but he showed boxed the heck out of that stuff though. He didn't hold his head right, and he fell around that knee.
That's what he about did.
He showed heck didn't he, though, Taz, man? Like what the what?
Yeah, that was a terrifying match. But then Drew McIntyre, like, I don't know. I think the sword needs to go away because he's about to cut somebody's head off, really.
Well, shoot, man, the Berserker like did it. He can do it too, The Berserker.
But would that get him over more?
Get him over more.
Like if he cut off Happy Corbin's head, how much big of a pop would he get?
Oh man.
Yeah, he'd be the top guy in jail. Or he'd be the top heel in prison or babyface. I don't know.
I think he'd be a baby. If he cut off Happy Corbin's head, he'd be the most popular wrestler in the company.
Indeed.
Maybe. But I mean, it didn't. I mean, so then you got Usos, Viking Raiders. That was nobody got points because there was no match.
I think we all deserve a point for that one because, the Usos did kind of win. The Viking Raiders couldn't continue. Wouldn't that be a no contest?
Well, it doesn't matter either way because the
Right,
scores
it won't change the scores, but I just like to break them.
But I mean, we can talk about it for like WrestleMania or whatnot, like going forward, how points should go.
Can I throw some comedy in this? You know how that Viking Raiders match and that Usos match is kind of like a Murder She Wrote episode?
How?
Because it was already predicted, it was written. We already knew whenever the Usos we know that when the Usos lose their belts, so be the same pay-per-view Roman lose his.
You really think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Usos might lose theirs before Roman.
I don't know if Roman will ever lose his, honestly. Not anytime soon. I don't think Brock will beat him.
I don't think so either. But whoever beat him is gonna be a superstar, and they're gonna push that person like no other. They're gonna push him like they pushed Hogan back in the day. They're gonna push that person who beat Roman because Roman is so worked up to the point that whoever beat him has got to have a major push.
Unless
it can't be no one and done, no 1 month and done. It's got to be a major push.
If Brock don't do it, the only person I can see on SmackDown right now who's got a chance is Drew. They're actually starting to push him again a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think they may. I mean, they if they need to push Big E more though. They're relegating him to tag teams, I guess, until Xavier Woods comes back. I don't know.
But they're still not New Day.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if Cody Rhodes signs, because they're talking about giving him a big push if he signs.
Yeah,
I don't think a Roman push. I don't.
I think at SummerSlam.
Let's get through this this thing we done already and talk about the promo last night, man.
Have you opened up this Big E? This is a good looking
figure,
bro.
Oh yeah, because it goes. There's a Kofi that it goes along with. It's a WrestleMania 36 Kofi.
Yeah,
it was in with like it was part of the. Was it the Danny Davis Build-A-Figure? I think it had there was like Booker T in that one.
Yeah, Booker T, Mick Foley. No,
Mick Foley. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was the same one.
Okay, yeah, he won the championship belt.
I forget what the fourth figure in that line was, but
Seth Rollins with the was it Seth Rollins with the Raw and the Intercontinental belts?
No, I don't think it was a Seth Rollins figure. But anyway,
okay.
So we'll finish this up.
Yeah,
we got Becky Lynch leader match. Everybody picked Becky, so everybody got points. Roman Reigns, Goldberg. Everybody picked Roman. Yeah, it's pretty much a lot of the obvious stuff. So, but here's the kicker. Here's the thing: the two matches that really kind of changed everything. First, the women's elimination chamber match, because we all had somebody different.
The match of the night. Match of the day. The match of the lunch hour.
The match of the second. I don't know. It was okay.
It was the best match probably of the night, I'd say.
Yeah, or the lunch hour. Yeah.
I don't know that there was a good match on this card. A great match.
Besides Lita and Becky, I mean, the women's elimination chamber match was good. But see, Lita dominated. You know, I hate this damn throw off spoils to everybody, but you know, if the person is dominating the whole match, who gonna win? The person who begins to beat the whole match. So, like, they used to push John Cena just to survive and then win, but he was babyface. They're showing that right now with Indy and everybody else.
Yeah.
So whoever survived the match is the person who's gonna lose. I mean, whoever wins.
Well, yeah. The only exception is like if Brock is in the ring
or Roman.
But I mean, and I keep saying it, they have sacrificed their whole roster for this main event. Like, They better have the greatest match in the history of matches, or WrestleMania is going to suck, because they have buried their whole fucking roster for this match. There's no reason for 2 titles to be involved. There was no reason for Brock to win the Royal Rumble. There was no reason for Brock to win Elimination Chamber. This match could have been built up very easily without any of that, and you could have actually built other stars.
Yeah,
what's up, Dave Dimensions?
Yeah, I mean, it kills.
That's right, Fabulous.
And with having WrestleMania 2 nights, it's gonna be
a premium. What do they call it? A premium package.
Premium live event.
No more.
Premium live event.
Pay-per-view no more.
Do they think Riddle? Do you really think Riddle's going to do the heel turn Fabulous? Do you think? I mean, I think that'd be cool.
Okay, I'm gonna enlighten y'all on Easter egg that I saw. You know the Easter egg. They throw out Easter eggs, right, on different stuff. The stuff to watch for Easter eggs. Orton shaved his beard off.
Yeah.
First time since 2009.
Did not
the first time he became the second time he became a babyface. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Before this time he became babyface, and I believe that Matt Riddle, they're giving us like Easter eggs to show us that Matt Riddle gonna be the first person to turn. We don't expect him to turn.
I mean, it would be the only way to make Riddle a serious character. Like, I think they gotta turn him and get him out of this bro bullshit before they can. I think he's got potential to be a big time star. I just think they got to get him out of this bro bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was me, Fabulous, and Greedo were texting during the Elimination Chamber when Austin Theory, Riddle, and Seth Rollins were going at it, and I was basically saying, if WWE actually knew how to use some of these guys, like Austin Theory's good. If people don't see the potential in Austin Theory, they ain't looking. Riddle's good.
But
you can't have Brock come in and destroy him and ever expect him to get over.
That's right.
So I mean, it's like WWE honestly isn't even trying to build new stars. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're putting Goldberg, who looks very much his age, into main events. I don't have a problem with the Austin Owens, because I look at that as more of a sideshow match. But I mean, and it's not a world title match, obviously. But I mean, they're putting what has Goldberg done to deserve any title match? I mean, he's lost like his last 4 to 6 world title matches. How can you just walk in and be like, oh, you're next, blah, 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 you're next, I want a title match. I mean, shit, can I walk into WWE ring and do that? I mean, it's just WWE is refusing to build new stars. I don't get it. I mean, the potential is there. I mean, there is. If they would embrace some of those young guys and push them and give them a chance, I think they could really do some damage to the momentum that AEW is getting.
Well, not even the young guys, but like get people like Edge, give AJ Styles, give some of these
that's
veterans,
what I was calling for, man. See,
like use them to help like build up, and so they could have had AJ Styles take on Roman, and even if he loses, you could have had Edge. Or they've done that already.
They've done that already, yeah.
That's what I'm. Use an edge to put over Austin Theory. Use a AJ Styles to put over Riddle. I mean,
get Ricochet back in there.
Yeah,
get Apollo Crews.
That's right.
Some shine. Like you've got so much talent that is sitting around catering, doing nothing. And it's like, it's disappointing to see. And I'm like, let them go. Just let them go.
That's why they need to bring Vince Russo. And I was not a huge Vince Russo fan, but one thing Vince Russo did better than anybody, everybody on the card was doing something.
Even if it was backstage. That's right.
Even if it was backstage, even if it was stupid, they were doing something. You know, even if it was the APA sitting there playing cards, you know, damn, you know, I mean, everybody was doing something. But I mean, there is so much talent, and like I said, they have the 3-hour show on Monday night, a 2-hour show on Friday night.
Yeah.
Why? Honestly, somebody like, which I mean, I guess what they're doing with Riddle's cool. They're doing pretty good with Damian Priest, although I don't think he's catching on as much as he should. But a guy like Austin Theory should be out there winning some matches on a pretty consistent basis. A guy like Riddle, honestly, as cool as RK Bro is, should be out there winning some singles matches on a pretty consistent basis. And they're not.
Man, you talked about this before, man. When you talk about the wild, remember we talked about the wild card rule back in like October or whatever. See, they should use the wild card rule with Riddle, Theory, and somebody like Rhea Ripley. Like the wild card rule with certain people, they're already trying to unify the both of the belts. What are you gonna do? Bring old gold back?
Well, and that's another thing. Like, I really like Bianca Belair. I think she's one of the futures of the division. But it's like, why do they keep burying Rhea Ripley to put over Bianca Belair? Put her in a different match. Keep those two away from each other, man.
On a different brand. That's right.
Because, I mean, at this point, other than Becky and Charlotte, who are getting age on them, and I'm pretty sure Becky has an eating disorder at this point.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, she's...
No pun intended, y'all.
But, like, those are your two biggest stars, and if they had a match right now, would anybody think Rhea's got a shot in hell? How many times has Bianca pinned her clean?
Yeah. Well, and my thing is, like, when you talking about like Bianca and Rhea, yes, they should be on two separate shows. And WrestleMania, Rhea should be trying to get back some of that, whatever it was, that magic she had before she lost to Charlotte.
That's right. See,
she should have never lost.
Yeah. But even if she did lose, she should be on the same kind of trajectory that Bianca was after she lost to Becky. You know, okay, I go to the back of the line, okay.
And also,
when I come back, I'm a whoop yo ass when I come back and get you at WrestleMania.
And why do all these promos where Alexa's getting cured or whatever, and specifically bring her back to eat a pinfall? Like, what was the point in that? Oh, wow, she went. The last time we saw her, she got her ass kicked, and then she comes back and gets her ass kicked again. This is so awesome. No, it sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what their plan is with Alexa.
I think we got a fucking dumbass in there.
Hold on a second. Yep. I can't see it right. Yeah.
Hey, I got a wrench. I got a wrench.
Get dumb fucks out of here, then. I'm pretty sure that's one of those you click on it and it takes you to the porno side or something.
Oh yeah.
I know how grandma used to do it. Get your ass over here.
Vader.
Let's see.
Cool guy, what's up, bro?
What's up, cool guy?
Hope all well.
Just to finish up, because you got points, AMW, because you picked Bianca for the women's. Taz had Rhea. I had Bliss, Alexa Bliss. Because I was kind of like, well, she's doing something that's cool. You know, they got some, so there's a chance she might actually win it. But then the reason why America tied up with me is because he picked Bianca and he had Brock. But I picked Bobby
with your heart more than you did your brain. That's kind of
what Oh yeah. No, I did. Like I was
very
the
predictable.
previous match.
I was like, oh, it's gotta. She has, or he has to win it, because they're not really gonna just do this title versus. Oh, they did it. Okay, so yeah.
What
So yeah,
about the promo last night, man? You know,
which
I thought
one?
at first the Edge promo.
Oh, okay.
See, I thought at first that it was towards AJ Styles, but not towards Cody Rhodes.
You think so?
I didn't see the Edge promo.
I 100% know so. See, I thought, AJ Styles want to fight Edge at WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I bet you, man, like that it's gonna be Cody Rhodes to come up to accept Edge's fight instead of AJ Styles. Oh, excuse me. Like,
I did hear that. I did hear that AJ signed a new contract today.
Me too. Just a little while. I get some spoilers. I got a little while ago.
Yeah, he signed them. He signed what they said. They said like a major deal.
A major
long-term deal. So either for 3 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I think they may have said, I don't know if it was like, I don't know if his old contract was $3 million or that's the new contract, but they said
I heard this one was supposed to be about $3 million a year. Well in
3.1. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
AJ getting paid, and I'm fine with it. He deserves it.
He deserves it.
I think this might be, and I think he's like, you know what, this is going to be my last run. So, yeah, he's gonna get all the money he can. I'm like,
come on back to Georgia, homie. Go on back to Georgia.
So, but no, I can see. No, I heard a little bit, yeah, with the Edge promo. He talked about. He mentioned like, Smoke and Mirrors. Cody Rhodes' old song, and how he threw a little Phenomenal in there to kind of
that's
a little bit of AJ Styles.
That was the whole deal. If y'all remember on the bump that came on like the week that I got that's the day I was home, so I watched it, right? He was on the bump talking about the Royal Rumble then, but he talking about the person he want to fight at WrestleMania would be Edge, because him and Edge tell a great story. Okay, now that we done seen Phenomenal and hell, they just punched me in the face. It could be a triple threat match. You see what I'm saying? Like AJ and Cody could answer him next week or the week after that, or 2 weeks simultaneously.
That's true.
Wow.
I mean, he wants that that high caliber opponent. So.
You got Stone Cold coming back.
My question is, what happens to the world titles after WrestleMania? Because at this point, I feel like Cody will have them both.
I mean, Taz, man, to me and you and to Nathan both, everybody in the chat, it seems like a world title really don't matter no more.
You said you think Cody Rhodes will have it?
It's all about doing the job.
I think what will happen to it. I mean, I think Roman will have it. If I said Cody, my apologies. I think Roman will have it.
Yeah.
Like,
it just seems like titles don't matter no more. Go ahead, man. My bad.
Is it gonna be though? Is it gonna be an undisputed title? Is he gonna defend one on Raw and one on SmackDown? I mean, well, could it be? I mean, I think it'd be cool if they were like, "Yo, you got to defend one on Raw and one on SmackDown on pay-per-views. You got to wrestle twice."
I think that's. I hope that's what they do. I hope that is what they do, but I don't know, because I've seen other companies. I don't know, because other companies do different things. So, like in New Japan, I think they were, because they had like the Intercontinental, I think, and the World Championship were kind of like as one title almost. And they were, if you fought the champion, you fought him for both titles, so you get both titles. But
right,
but like Yeah.
But
So
you know who else they're saying is a free agent is Brian Cage. That he's wanting to go to WWE. What if they
is he
say?
officially?
I'm hearing Brian Cage is available and he's wanting to go to WWE. And I'm
Hmm.
hearing that WWE wants Moxley bad, and that contract is up in 3 months. So let me just throw an idea out here.
Okay.
Cody doesn't debut for 3 months. All of a sudden, wrestlers in the back start getting attacked, and nobody knows who it's from. Your champ, we'll just say what's Roman's group called now? Fuck.
The Bloodline.
The Bloodline are out. The final interview segment, they're like, what's going on? Who's starting this crap or whatever? Out comes John Moxley, Cody Rhodes, and Brian Cage, an AEW type invasion.
That's
you need to work for Vince and book him some shows because.
Well, that's what's that? What was it? The Radicals.
Yeah.
Because
man.
they were 4 dudes I never thought would be in a group together.
Right.
And that's kind of the same mindset I'm getting from if you do those 3 together, because those 3, I don't see, maybe Brian Cage and Moxley.
Or maybe even have Brian Cage be Cody's muscle if you don't bring in Moxley. Cody, he could be like Shawn Michaels Diesel. You know what I'm saying? I could see that if you want to push Cody, because Cody's not going to be believable as a badass heel without some backup. And Brian Cage, although he's never been booked very good, looks like he looks like a badass.
Yeah.
Taz, you showing up right. He can go both ways with that too, because Cody ain't gonna look like no person in that nature without a backup anyway. So he can need a backup both ways. So he can play both ways. Like, because he can cut a promo and make you think he's a babyface. He cut a promo and make you think he's a heel. So either way he go, he gonna need somebody to be his backup. HBK and Diesel. 2 ways, babyface and heel.
I still say he comes out there and cuts a promo on Tony Khan talking about how he used him to get where he wanted to be. But I still think that, dude, that would piss off so many people. Like, you just don't even know.
Yo,
I think I think he said he doesn't want to do that. But if he actually does it, after saying he doesn't want to do it,
I think Brandy do it before he'll do it. They kind of give Brandy a name and a face.
Yeah.
But
I heard a report today that she was actually towards the end more well liked in the locker room than he was. Apparently, he was not getting along with people in the locker room.
Well, yeah, I heard a different report that like they're kind of both hated almost as much, like equally.
Locker room.
Yeah, but there were, from what it sounded like, there was a little bit more people that respected Cody more than her.
Hey, let me hit y'all with a what if.
There's a lot of weird stuff coming out, but I do think and this goes back to what I've been saying, what you guys have been saying too. Like, the company's built around 2 people, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I hate to say it, if Drew McIntyre or Big E had the title, Cody could come in and come off as a legitimate threat. Against Roman and Brock, they have made those guys so otherworldly, so dominant. He doesn't seem, nobody at this point seems, the only people who feel like has a chance against those 2 are each other. And that sucks. That totally sucks. I still think Roman took the title from The Fiend. The Fiend was the last Universal Champion before Roman. Bray Wyatt has still not signed with anybody.
Yeah.
Why has Tony Khan not made that happen? That makes me wonder. Did Vince say, hey, go make your movies, go do your shit, come back,
hey, you know what,
let's do something?
Just because you said that, do you know the forbidden door has been broken before everybody even thought about it? Okay, who owns TBS?
Turner.
John Cena does a TV show on TBS.
That's true.
The forbidden door been broken, so they throw other stuff in front of us to keep us entertained for us not to see. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all don't get what I'm saying? No.
No, you saying John Cena might show up on?
So the forbidden door has already been broken, but it's solidly broken.
Well, I don't know if Cena end up on AEW.
Me neither.
Yeah.
No,
he's too much of a company.
If anybody would come up out the blue and damn pop up out of WWE and AEW on one night we won't know about, or somebody come out of AEW pop up WWE, we kind of got this expected already because John Cena working for Vince McMahon USA, Vince McMahon plus USA and Turner to TBS. We're doing a little show. It's kind of like blocking people out. To show you what's already.
Cool guy said that would be a dope NWO upgrade. I mean,
I said new Hogan.
Well, if Cody can't, if Cody brought in all the, I don't know, man.
See, like that's the thing is like, I just like because Moxley is such a face. He is such a face now. The crowd loves him too much. There's no way with him coming in, and then Brian Cage is kind of like a tweener. And then I don't know how the crowd would. I think the crowd would pop for all three of them just to see them in a WWE ring. There's no way they get a heel. They wouldn't get a heel. Like,
imagine this though. Okay, Cody Rhodes shows up. You know how he always wears that suit.
Yeah.
He shows up. He does kind of like a Hollywood Rock thing when The Rock first came back and was like, "Oh, I'm Hollywood." He comes out. He's like, "Thank you, Tony Khan, for making me a TV star, for making me a reality star. I'm better than all this. I'm better than you. Let me introduce you to my personal security, Brian Cage." Brian Cage comes out in a very similar suit and sunglasses. Like, they do this elitist, better than you Hollywood type heel run. I think could go very well with Cody Rhodes. Maybe Moxley doesn't fit into that, but I definitely think you could pull it off with Cage.
Yeah. Taz, man, like, your mind is crazy as hell, man. You could book a show. You could book a whole 2, 3, 4, 5 years of shows.
That sounds like more like It sounds more like Evolution.
Yeah,
just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. Like, it's not like the full faction, but I hate. I don't want to say this, but it feels like a Flair, like a
Kenny Omega.
No, but like it's just that elitist, rich, $5,000 suits, my bodyguard.
Imagine how much heat though. Imagine how much heat he would get if he came out and said, "Yeah, my dad was a son of a plumber, and it disgusts me. Thank you, Tony Khan, for making me the richest freaking superstar. I got TV shows. I got a hot wife. My dad was a son of a plumber. My grandfather disgusts me. My dad was a fat piece of trash."
That's a different story right there.
Dude,
General, you hear Tasman? General, get Tasman write stories for y'all, man. Tasman can write some stories. General, you out there watching, Tasman can book.
How hated would he be, bro?
Well, now you'd be hated. You start throwing your family under the bridge, you throw your
bows on them.
And have somebody like want to join the group. I'm trying to think of somebody who'd be cool, somebody you kind of feel sorry for, and have them like put them through shit like DiBiase used to do. People, well, we'll let you hang out with us if you do this, and then they fuck it up, and then they beat the shit out of him.
Well, who supposedly I guess they re-signed for a second time with the company. Drake Maverick.
Oh
yeah,
that
I saw
would be
that.
that would be perfect. Have Drake Maverick want to be a part of it, and then like have somebody be their lackey who they pick on all the time and shit.
Yeah, because I guess he's just working behind the scenes now with their creative. So
Excuse me.
Yep. But
and be like, I came back to destroy the company that made my brother dress up.
Made me and my brother dress up.
Yeah, made me and my brother dress up like idiots.
Yeah.
It never took us seriously. Disrespected the Rhodes name, what was left of it, because my dad was the son of a plumber. So I finally brought back respect to the Rhodes name, and I'm gonna finish it off by taking the WWE title. Now that is something you get behind.
Fabulous is like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, Dolph would be perfect. He would be a good member.
Yeah, he would he would be a good member. Like I wouldn't I wouldn't make him do anything. Like he has that he could really, he looks like he could really fit into a nice suit.
Word up.
And if you wanted to put a tag team in, a second generation tag team, go out and sign the Von Erichs.
Ooh.
Or
the Briscoes. But yeah. Hey, look, great minds think alike, don't they? Hey, look, the Briscoes. Like this is where here's the perfect time because they old. I mean, they're getting old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Stop. This damn dog, you're about to hear me beat a pit bull to death. Except he whooped my ass is the problem.
I don't know, but the thing is, I don't know. Like, I could see the Briscoes more hanging out with Moxley than I could with Cody.
That's why I think the Von Erichs, man.
Because I think you need somebody. You need some people that look like they're, they will turn their nose up at you.
I wish they had
think
FTR.
About it, man. Yeah, see, I was going FTR and Viking Raiders and Moxley. That's what I was going like with that.
With so,
what?
Actually, Fabulous brings up a point too about Dolph. They could actually bring in Bobby Roode and Dolph.
Oh yeah,
North Carolina.
All those guys in suits and stuff. That would be a pretty good faction, man.
Yeah.
A great faction. Word up.
You got Power and Cage. You got a really good tag team in the Dirty. I mean, really, the best. You got Bobby Roode and you got Dolph Ziggler, and the best you can come up with them is the Dirty Dogs. Like Dolph would have something to bitch about. You made me a cheerleader and you made me a dirty dog. Hell yeah, I'll join Cody. He's an international. They can call him international superstar Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Ooh. Oh my God. For him to become a heel, then like you just said, to say my dad's son of a plumber and all this, and doing that too can really make that. They ain't got no imagination no more, man.
It'd be like my grandfather was a plumber. My dad was a fat tub of lard. And look at me, international superstar, thanks to some idiot son of a billionaire who's got too much money and not enough damn sense.
Ooh. You don't think that way no more, man.
Fabulous just said Cody, Dolph, and Austin Theory.
Ooh, Austin Theory would. Actually, you know what? I think
Dolph can put him over. Dolph can put him over.
Here's the thing. Here's what I would do. You've got Cody at the top spot. Then you've got Brian Cage as the muscle. You do Dolph and Bobby as the tag team.
Yeah.
And do Austin Theory as the young kid who, and he winds up down the road, he winds up being the one to turn. And he's the reason the team, the squad breaks up.
Let me throw something else out. Instead of him actually joining them, they offer him the spot. And because he's loyal to Vince, he turns it down and he ends up being one of their big foils. He ends up being one of their big enemies because he's like, no, Vince has been too good to me.
I don't know though, but because Austin Theory is so good as a heel.
He is a good heel, but we've never seen him as a babyface.
But I don't know, but like when
I watched him on independent scene.
Oh yeah,
when the boys came from, when they was with look, I tell you what, go back on Vice and watch all the little Vice wrestling series on Vice, because it was like 2 years ago that I was watching those. That's how I know about him by watching it, because I know he eat fish every day, and fish is his thing, But I watched him, and you'll see Darby Allin on there too, skateboarding, and people over here with skateboards. Go back and watch that. That make you familiar with them, to understand where they came from and see.
Yeah.
But they get respect. You like him, but I just don't like Austin Theory.
Dude, I like him, dude. I think he's got a shit ton of potential.
He's good at it.
Bring Austin Theory in and have Riddle and Orton be the ones who really try to fight. Like, have it be like an invasion type.
So go ahead.
All I was gonna say, for all of this to work, you've got to get rid. I hate to say it, Brock, and I love the new Brock. I think actually right now Brock's more entertaining than Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either Brock or Roman has to go away for a while, and it's not going to be Brock. I mean, it's not going to be Roman. I don't think. Like that title needs to feel like it can change.
Well, and I agree with that. Like, I feel like, and here's a weird theory. I feel like that group would be good, and I feel like if they do something, they should bring that group in to be the reason Brock is out.
Yeah, have them come in and pick up Brock.
They're the ones that take out Brock. Like, everybody's been trying to do it, and nobody thought, hey, maybe we should do some gang style shit and like take this fool out. And they take him out for like, even if he's out for like even a year. I say a year.
Yeah, and give Cody a title run. Give him a world title run.
And have it basically
be that guy who doesn't win fair. Don't let him be like Roman who dominates. Have Cage
have him use all his team members as his way of getting the title, and then look, hey, so you're going to get the tag team titles, and we're going to all work together to run this company. We're going to have Austin Theory, kind of learning from us.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's almost like a mixture of Inner Circle and whatever MJF's thing is.
Yeah, exactly.
And have him like get matches, stipulations in his favor. He'd be like, if you're going to fight an international superstar like Cody Rhodes, it's going to be on my terms. It's going to be, a handy or a bunk out or what's that? Where you throw a lumberjack match, but only my guys are going to be on the outside, or you know what I'm saying? Have him do the sleepiest, slime ballers, shit.
Like I wish
you'd be wrestling me. I'm an international superstar.
Like I wish they had that. The Jade Cargill's manager, Mark Sterling.
Yeah.
Like I wish they had. Like I wish he was like
somebody like that.
Yeah, get like a lawyer that's like always there, and like the lawyer is their manager also.
Yeah. See, the last great booking heel before Roman and Brock Lesnar, I mean, that wasn't like a repeat of Brock Lesnar again and Roman again. Is the build of the stars, and then them stars they build first, they make the baby face that cover where they came from. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, they build, and we can see that everybody owe each other a favor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't put dissension in this group, like that's the problem with MJF group, right? Like pretty much from day one, they were just saying, I mean, have these guys, hey, they stick together, and they're fucking some people up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, if you don't want to do Brian Cage, bring back Ryback.
Bring back Ryback
to be the muzzle.
Feed that
like
fool
I said,
some
have
more.
him wear the suit and the shades, baby.
That's right.
Go full blown Mr. Hughes. You remember Mr. Hughes?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Hughes, yeah. His last name was Jericho on it.
Was it?
Yeah, I believe so. One of those last little run with Jericho.
Might have been. But no, but
Attitude
yeah. I love that. I love this idea though. Like you making Cody just look like he's and like slowly,
grind. Yeah.
like slowly build up this team, like where it's like it's Cody and Brian Cage. Like first Cody comes out. First he comes out, and you think he's like coming out. Everybody's cheering him. Oh yeah. And then he comes out, and what he's in. Let's say he's in what he comes out to help somebody. He's like he come here. WrestleMania. Make it like this. WrestleMania.
Raw after WrestleMania.
Raw after WrestleMania. Yes. After Riddle's already turned on Randy Orton. Randy Orton's out there. Riddle's about to come out there, and Riddle comes out with a partner, and they have a tag team match. And Randy Orton's like, "Oh, Cody's here." Cody comes out, but and it's the main event of the show. So you're going to leave the show, and at the end, after Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton lose, Cody turns on him. And is like, "Look, I didn't come back here to be your lapdog, to be your partner." And then, he just beats him. And then the next week, before Randy Orton can come out and beat on him for turning on him, Brian Cage comes out. And then, Randy Orton has to go find some friends. And they're building up this feud between the two of them to kind of build Cody back up in the company. And they're using Randy Orton to build up this whole team. Hold on a second.
That'll be freaking dope.
Before we continue, I got a special guest. Because yep. We all know this guy. This guy is Nito in his Speedo because it's Greedo.
Greedo in his Speedo is Nito. My dog. What's up, homie?
What's going on, guys? It's been a while. I wanted to check in and see how everybody was doing.
I'm okay.
Gravy, potatoes.
You doing all right there, EMW?
Hey, man, I'm alive and well. Thanks for asking.
Good,
how about yourself?
Well, I'm alive. I won't say well.
Well,
no.
Mentally.
That's not good. So it's
how you doing, Nathan?
I'm good.
Cool.
Just hanging in. Enjoy my weekend.
Cool. Taz.
Uh-oh. So what's going on, Greedo?
Oh, nothing. I literally just wanted to say hey to you guys.
Let me throw an idea out for WrestleMania.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Chance, man. You got great ideas.
All right, so the last night of WrestleMania before Brock and Roman go on, during the middle of the match, we go to a locker room segment, and Brock's laying there, and he's busted open, and he's holding his ribs, and he's been attacked by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So Brock, being Brock that he is, he goes out anyway, and he puts on a hell of a match, but he loses. So you don't bury Brock. Roman gets the titles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The next night on Raw, actually a few weeks before WrestleMania, they start giving vignettes or whatever. Cody Rhodes is returning to Raw. The Raw after WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes is returning to Raw. They're showing all these things of him, being on TV, smiling on red carpets, vignettes like he's going to be a good guy.
Yeah.
So he walks down, he's smiling, he's giving high fives and all this. The crowd's doing all this "you deserve it" bullshit. He gets on there and he's like, that's when he cuts the promo. I'm an international superstar because of a spoiled rich kid whose daddy made a fortune from a shitty football team. I came from the grandson of a plumber, and now I'm an international superstar. Oh, and by the way, I'm the reason Brock Lesnar lost last night. I'm the one who attacked him in the locker room because you guys suck, and I want that title. And I knew as long as Brock was here, Vince wouldn't give me a shot. So Brock comes out from the back. He's still beat up from last night, but he's pissed off, and he's like, okay, Cody, you cost me the title. Tonight I'm going to basically beat the shit out of you. So we set up a main event, Cody versus Brock. Brock's whipping his ass like we all expect him to. The ref takes a bump. Out comes Brian Cage, who attacks Brock from behind with a chair, power bombs him through a table, throws him in. Cody pins him. That's the reason to have Brock hurt for 6 months, and that's the beginning of your Cody Rhodes run.
Boy, you got a great imagination. Look, you can book that show. They don't even understand real stuff no more. You know what I mean? That's why they suck these days. They can't book a show.
Brock. You didn't bury Brock because he didn't lose to Roman clean. You got a reason to get him away, and you have a top new heel. You just got to figure a way to get a belt off Roman, which, honestly, I think he'd probably – whoever wins the title should have to decide. I think if Roman wins them both, he should be able to decide if he's going to stay on SmackDown or Raw, and then whichever title he does, whichever show he stays on, he needs to give up the other title. And they have a tournament, which would be cool, which Cody enters, and they cheat, so Cody wins.
They can't book like that no more. But Taz, man, that's a great thought, bro. But see, they don't book. They can't book like that no more, man. They go out and look for people who come out of college and stuff, who major in this stuff, and won't even hire Vince Russo back if he want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even think about that no more. I don't even understand why people work for so cheap. You know what I'm saying? But give us a job, man. I will work for $10K a month. Give me a Tasman a job, Nathan about the job, Rito a job. We'll book y'all to do that show.
Well, I think if they had that faction, I think the bloodline would easily become baby faces. And
baby faces.
And I think once they become the baby faces, you know, they'll be like, okay, you know, I think we're comfortable with taking the belt off of Roman.
And then we'll need New Day as heels.
Actually, New Day would be a good first people to come after Cody's group. That would be some good matches.
Yeah, sure will.
I mean, Big E, like, you know, you want to keep the title on Cody. Big E's a legit, you know, people believe him as a main eventer. If they do cheat, he can handle the losses. And then you got Kofi and Woods, who would be good, give good matches with Rude and Ziggler, or Ziggler and Theory if you want to get rid of Rude.
Well, I mean, you could do, and they could do a lot of stuff, different things with that team, like change members and whatnot.
Yeah,
I could see so many different options. You know, who's going to be the tag team? Who's going to be the mid-carder? You know, so.
Or if you really wanted to freak somebody out, have Roman and Brock be battling in the main event of WrestleMania, like both busted up really bad. And here comes Cody and Cage out of nowhere, just beats the shit out of both of them. The match ends with Cody and Cage standing in the middle of the ring, and them guys laid out. That way, nobody loses the title.
Yeah. Is it for sure Cody's coming back?
No, it's not.
We're fantasy booking.
Oh,
okay. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You know, but they should give us a job. We'll work cheaper than people that went to school for. We'll work cheaper than that. And book shows
I ain't cheap, baby. I ain't cheap. They're gonna have to pay me.
Hell no, I ain't cheap.
Cheap, man. I keep the difference they cheap because hey, look, I should be difference they cheap.
I need at least $500,000
scripts.
Hell yeah,
that's the least. Hell, that's the least. So shit, we can get this money and damn do all this.
We should be running the talent acquisitions.
Yeah.
You know, it really sucks right now.
And actually, what would really be badass is if they fucked up the bloodline, and then you wait 3 months till Moxley comes back, and you bring back the Shield to go after Cody. How badass would that be if they fuck up Roman in the bloodline, and then all of a sudden Cody and his group are in the ring,
bring back
Roman, and you hear the Shield music, and they come through the crowd.
That's what, man. See that booking and shit.
Well, that's a deeper book right there, because then you have to have the whole, because you have to use Kevin Owens to make Seth Rollins a face. Yeah. Because you can easily throw him in there, but people aren't going to believe Seth Rollins became a face. You need to have something major, like let's say Cody. I don't know. Have Cody.
That could be a good feud. That could be a good feud to build up Austin Theory, though. If you think about it, he could, for some reason, something could happen between him and Rollins. That could be a good feud to get Rollins switched to babyface, and that'd be somebody good for Theory to work with as a young guy.
And you know what? I wish they had shown, because I hated that they never touched on how Theory was part of Seth Rollins' group when he first started. Like, they never even mentioned that. That was it was a little depressing, because they could have told us
he wouldn't what's the word for it? He wasn't the person. He wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he just wasn't ready for it. That's why. It took Bianca this long to do a good promo. Bianca couldn't cut a good promo. That's why she ain't champion right now.
We got horror fanatic figure gal.
Promo.
We got horror fanatic figure gal in the chat saying hi to everybody.
Hey.
What's up, Pete? But Bianca had to build up to write her better promos to build up to where she at right now. But like I told y'all before, man, like they should have built Charlotte Flair as a babyface, and they built Bianca the same way they built they're supposed to build Charlotte, or they should have built Charlotte.
Yeah,
but it didn't work out that way.
But I think they still need to tap into if you want to have Austin Theory in this group, you can use Austin Theory and his history, even if it was short, with Seth Rollins to build up Seth Rollins.
Like y'all said, they don't count that. They don't even count it.
I know, because they didn't even mention it in the Elimination Chamber. Like, none of the announcers was talking about, like, oh man, they're past.
But see, I think you use Seth Rollins. Like, you have them cheat to have Austin Theory. Somehow Seth Rollins needs the United States title. He defends it against Austin Theory. They cheat to give the win to Austin. He gets the United States title, and he has a run with it. You don't see Seth. Seth's all of a sudden you're not seeing him. Roman's over on SmackDown with the Bloodline. You got to break them up somehow. All of a, like I said, nobody knows about Moxley. Then all of a sudden, Cody's group attacks the Bloodline and basically takes him out. You don't see Roman for a while. You basically don't see any Shield member for a while. And then Cody and his group's cutting a promo, and you hear the Shield music, and here they come out of the crowd, and you got 6 months of awesome matches.
Yeah. I mean, you could easily, I don't even think you have to get rid of the Bloodline. You could just have them kind of like the Usos are back in, doing tag team stuff. Right. And, Roman and Seth, kind of getting beat up. And, and they come and they're just like, man, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how we're going to be able to do this. Yeah. But then you have the next episode or whatever, because you end it on Roman and Seth somehow just destroyed at the end of the episode. And the next episode, next SmackDown or Raw, whatever, you can have Cody and his crew come out and be like, look, we are the most dominant faction this company has ever seen. We're better than the NWO. We're better than the New Day. We're better than the 4 Horsemen, we are better than the Shield. And then that's when the music hits.
The music hits and everybody shits their pants. And you see Moxley comes first. Because Moxley always
you gotta have him come out last. Because we already know about Roman and Seth. They're already in the company.
Well,
and they come out, and you're like, and Cody and them look at him like, what are you guys doing?
And then comes Moxley.
And then somebody's like looking at him like, why is the music still going? And then Moxley comes down, and they're like, what the? And like, they may not say it, but you see it on their lips. They show it like, what the? And they're like,
everybody's shitting.
Oh, like the crowd goes nuts.
I'm going nuts, and it's not even happening right now.
I know, shaking, right?
I'm shaking and twitching.
That's what keeps stuff crispy and crisp.
Goosebumps in.
Keep people interested in watching
it. A better year of wrestling that hasn't happened yet than WWE's done in 5 years.
And it involves Cody Rhodes and Jon Moxley, like in WWE. Yes.
And Dolph Ziggler.
And the New Day. Like, you could have the New Day involved in this. Like, my God, that sounds so good.
Yes. They can't book no shows. That's why no views. Monday Night Football ain't even on right now.
Got JC the Great in. Art walks in here.
Show us the money.
JC.
Dude, if they did that,
they may actually pop a rating.
Oh my goodness. They might I have no idea what that would take it. That would make the feeling back to the Attitude Era.
Well, imagine Dusty Rhodes is a beloved, right? Especially now that he's dead. If Cody came out there and talked shit about that, whoo,
yeah,
he's the most hated motherfucker there is. And then if he says, and then if he says that about Tony Khan, like even people who don't hate him will be like, "Yo, that's pretty fucking shitty, man." You know what I'm saying? You use the dude, I mean. Sometimes facts are better than fiction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes the best stories are stories that have already happened.
So, my only problem is that they're gonna somehow get his wife involved.
Like, I don't know so what if? What if they let like Vince, Vince want to be an asshole right now, right? To the point that he doesn't want Triple H to work. So what if Vince allow Cody and Brandon to take off in a Triple H and Stephanie McMahon perspective? I mean, what if? Like just to be an asshole, he an asshole already.
If Triple H didn't have a bad ticker, I wouldn't mind seeing a mixed tag between those two.
Indeed. So why not Vince just go ahead and just bury Triple H when it really don't matter about the family either? What did he tell you? What did he tell us already? He'd rather destroy WWE than to pass it down to somebody. That's what he told us, right? So what if he let Cody and Brandy come in and then just do a whole new retrospective on Triple H and Stephanie, and just pretty much take over that whole retrospective or perspective of what they used to do and how they are or how they was, take that whole rollover and play those characters because he constantly repeat anyway.
I just thought of somebody who'd be better in that role than Theory though, and I can tell you why.
Oh, hey, what's up, Action Figures Encounter?
Instead of Austin Theory, after Cody shows up with Brian Cage and he gets Ziggler and Rude on his side, he shows up in NXT during a main event with Braun Breaker, and he has his group kick the shit out of Braun Breaker's opponent. He's like, "Dude, you were the son of Rick Steiner, and they got you down here with a stupid name like Braun Breaker in the minor leagues like they tried to do me. Now, if you want to join an international superstar like Cody Rhodes and go someplace, you can do it, or you can stay your ass down here in this dump of a league and not do shit. And then Braun Breaker joins them and becomes Braun Steiner.
Ooh. Well, see now that you're going there, because I was thinking about something when I was talking about bringing in Brandy, and since you brought that up, that's the only thing I would say is that it starts to get more into the legacy era, and if you start getting into that legacy era, I'm thinking Brandy has her own offshoot of the team in the women's division.
You can do that.
And she brings in somebody who is a queen, somebody who's got status, somebody that could kind of be like not her bodyguard, but like be the person that like wrestles more. I'm thinking Charlotte Flair.
I'm thinking Tessa Blanchard.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. That's the, I'm not trying to use no card or nothing, but I'm saying that's the perfect way for people to see that, it ain't all about the N word, okay? It's not. It's about the N word, but still, that just shows that you can still be together in a community to build each other up and just make the world better. So that'll be a perfect way of Brandy Rose and Cody Rose to bring just a bunch of in because of a mishap. It ain't about being a tap dancer or none of that shit. It's just about bringing somebody else in. It came up the same way you did, same era, same age. You got to understand the thing. See, I don't get it. That'd be the perfect thing, a perfect way to get Tessa Blanchard in WWE to squash beef.
She could be Brandy's bodyguard.
People keep shit stirring.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hell, she's beat me in before.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's about the culture, but they all grew up together from kids. Tilly Blanchard, Dusty Rhodes' child, Dusty Rhodes' wife, son's child, but still, it's a culture. Son's child was a culture. They came up together. Basically, they come up with the same way. It's just the way I break the barrier. Yep. But if you're in the LMNOPD crew, you can break the barrier faster than you can by just being black or white. I don't even own no racial stuff tonight. I'm just saying, if you can break the barrier just by being.
Yeah, I think Tessa Blanchard actually sounds like a better
2.0 NXT 2.0
option.
We've seen so much of Charlotte. If you really just want to bring shock factor, which WWE doesn't seem to want to do, Tessa Blanchard would definitely be.
But they could, and you could do something with that where Brandy tries to recruit Charlotte, but Charlotte's like, I don't need you. Why would I join you guys? You see how many titles I've won?
You could actually turn Charlotte face for a while.
That's what I'm saying. You could make Charlotte face like AMW was talking about.
That's right. The chances like Flair versus Rose in the lights.
Yeah.
A few weeks back, we'll see Flair versus Rose again. That'd be a great build.
With a Blanchard on her side.
On Rose side.
Or Flair versus Blanchard. I think they would have.
Well, here's the thing. Here's how I would book that part. Brandy tries to bring her in, Flair in. She says no, and then the next week she's like, "You sure you want to join us? It's better to join us than to be against us." And then that's when Tessa attacks. Tessa from behind attacks her. She's she comes out. You don't know who it is at first. Ski mask. She attacks her, beats her up, and then she's standing celebrating over top of her. She takes off the mask, and it's Tessa. And and then I don't know how you book, but you can, if Brandy
you could
wants
actually
to
kind of make Brandy like more of a manager every now and then she gets in the ring, but like make her more a Tessa's manager.
Yeah.
Than anything. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
gets in like tag team matches, and she's the one who'll tag when the other person's down, and she'll hit them a couple times and then tag Tessa. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Make her like the cowardly.
Yeah.
Like HBK, right?
Yeah.
Like Shawn Diesel.
Yeah. But like less athletic.
The storyline ain't doing that in that term in that way.
Yeah.
Instead, give them the we expect already. That's why I like our booking. But Tasman booking is crazy.
The only thing I wish is that instead of Brian Cage, they could somehow get Wardlow. And I know there's people who don't like Wardlow, Greedo, especially. But like Cody could be like, I brought Wardlow to AEW and made him a star, and now I'm bringing him here, and he's following the international superstar Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, Wardlow has less mileage on him than Brian Cage. I'll take Brian Cage, but Wardlow has less mileage.
Well, and I could see, Brian Cage is like just kind of being happy doing it, but then eventually it just be like, I kind of like want to do my own, like, I'm better than this.
But Brian Cage looks like a beast. Nobody's.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
but he's a super athlete. I feel like he's more of a beast than Wardlow. Like, because he's more athletic than Wardlow. He does like high flying shit. Like,
yeah.
So I could see.
I'll be honest with you. I don't, and that's probably what I don't like about Brian Cage. I don't like my big men. That's what I don't like about Luchasaurus. I don't like big guys should be big guys. They don't need to be luchadors. They need to do their power moves and get out. You know what I'm saying?
I love some lucha. I love some big old luchadors, some big old meaty luchadors.
I like my guy. I like my big guys like Sid Vicious, 2 or 3 moves and go home, man.
Like that's why I like Keith Lee.
Yeah, Keith Lee's man. He's a beast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, no.
But they had an accident.
No. So, what do you guys think of WrestleMania looking like so far?
We got plenty of time to react before it happens.
Yeah.
One match is all I see.
So,
yeah.
Hey, let's do our own build WrestleMania for next week so it happens. Let's build it together.
We got 3 matches so far.
Yeah, so we got 3 weeks to build it.
Yeah, there's 3 matches, but there's only one that means anything.
That's right. So we're gonna build this thing for the next couple weeks.
Got all their eggs in one basket, man. It's like a Conor McGregor UFC pay-per-view. You can put anybody else on the undercard, nobody gives a shit. It's just
because it's predictable, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's, and that's the problem too. I don't think anybody thinks Brock's gonna win this thing.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no doubt. I don't even know no more because it's predictable but unpredictable. Unpredictable, but just because like you don't know what's gonna happen there in that title, in that last match, in that big match, because they're gonna try to do a twist and turn. But the rest of the matches or the big matches that we want to know about, that we know about, and we're interested about, we're not gonna know until it happens because they always do little twists and turns in the middle of a match. You know,
Bianca's going to take the title from Becky. Becky will lose the title at Mania.
Ronda's going to take it from Charlotte.
Ronda's gonna, I mean those are, you can pencil those in right now. Anybody wants to take bets on those matches, I'll take those bets.
Hey, me too, y'all. Me too.
Austin versus Owens. I feel like if they do have that match, Austin will win. I don't think they'll bring Steve back to lose his first match.
Well, it depends on what they're going to like. Are they really going to bring Steve Austin back for more than one match? Because if he's just coming back for one match, Austin's a person that understands the business.
Austin ain't coming back to lose, man.
Oh, it's WrestleMania. I don't know that one because I could see them wanting, like, I could see them and Austin being like, look, I don't want to ruin, KO. So, if I'm just coming back for one match, then I don't mind taking the pin. It's not going to harm me.
But I can also see that Stone Cold is not.
Austin,
He gonna win. He gonna lose the first match. He'll win. He'll lose the next match. He won't win the first. He won't lose the first match though.
I don't think he'll lose in Texas, especially with Owens talking shit about Texas. That's the best I'll take. I'd like to see an NXT title match. I'd like to see Breaker defend it against somebody. And
I think they might be doing that because they got 2 nights. Unless these matches are going to be like a half hour, 45 minutes each, it's going to be a long weekend.
It can't be that. It can't be that short, man. It's got to be stupendous. Like they say, stupendous. It's got to be stupendous. So it can't be that short. It's got to give us something to want to watch the shit the next day or the day after that or 2 days after that. Because Revolution the day after that, right? AEW, right?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. No. Revolution is in March.
It's the day after the Madison Square Garden event.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we get a good Intercontinental title match. I feel like Damian Priest will be on the card. I think we'll get a U.S. title match.
Yeah.
Finn Balor.
Hopefully tag team. Yeah, Balor be good. Balor's also a guy who could possibly stick in. Balor's also a guy you could possibly stick in Cody's group because they got history in the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Not to go back to that, but dude, I tell you though, in AEW, I'm excited about this guy, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I can't wait to see like him. Him win the what is it? The face of the Revolution or whatever match or whatever.
Who all is in it so far? I know him and Wardlow are in it.
And Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs.
In it.
No, he ain't winning it. I just want. He lost to. Who did he lose to?
Did he lose to Hobbs?
I think he lost to Hobbs.
Do you think Adam Cole's gonna win the title from Paige?
Nah. I wish he would. I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Page. Like, I don't get it.
Too early to put it on Cole and too early to take it from Paige, though.
Like, I don't understand the whole Hangman Adam Page situation. Like,
cowboy shit.
Okay.
I don't.
It's a great catchphrase. All right.
I don't get it either. I mean, I really don't. I mean,
he's the millennial cowboy.
He's had some good matches, but I don't think his promos are good. I don't think he comes off as a world champion, but I didn't think Kenny Omega did.
Well, yeah.
The only real legit champion, I mean, honestly, Jericho came across as somebody who was over the heel. I mean, Moxley so far has really been the only legitimate AEW world champion, in my opinion, that they've had. That's why I think they need to put it on a. Honestly, I think if you're going to put it on somebody, I think you put it on Danielson before you do Punk, because I think Punk's got the over the heel thing going too.
Well, I think you might have to put it on Punk because he's a little over the hill, and I don't know how much longer they're going to keep him there. But it should be on Danielson.
Or MJF. I'm fine with putting it on MJF. You know how I feel about that guy.
Like, I feel like Adam Cole, Danielson, or MJF are definitely the 3 people who I would rather see the title on. I mean, they can still build up Adam Cole if they want, but the problem is like, I don't see where Adam Cole could win it after Paige. Like, who's he gonna like? Danielson?
I think it's gonna be a deal with Adam Cole and Adam Page. Cole's gonna put him over so many times. Excuse me, and then probably take some time off, or just do some other stuff, and let somebody else come back, and then just in that way, it's gonna be a champion before Adam Cole be champion.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think
no,
they need. I think they need to put the TN. I mean, nothing against Sammy. I think Sammy's done pretty good, but I think they need to put the TNT title on Keith Lee.
Taz, man, great mind, showing up thinking like, brother.
I'd like to see a TNT. I'd like to see a Keith Lee Miro feud, honestly.
I want to see Keith Lee against the roster. Just start throwing people at him. Like, I want to see him just destroying people.
Well, that's what I think about, like him and Miro. I think both of them two powerhouses. Miro can put on good matches. I mean, Malachi Black's a guy who you kind of feel like. I heard somebody else was about to join his stable, and I forgot who it was.
Buddy
Murphy.
Buddy
Matthews,
not Buddy Murphy.
That will be a.
Hey man, y'all watching NXT 2.0 right now?
The what?
Y'all watch 2.0 right now?
No.
I never watch it.
Ooh, y'all just show me the scene.
I don't like NXT now. I mean, the colors are stupid. The matches suck. I mean, I like Braun Breaker, all right, but I mean,
I don't watch it either, man. It's just on my TV because Steve Harvey Judge ain't on no more. It's just Steve Harvey. It ain't on no more.
But no. NXT.
I don't watch NXT 2.0.
I watch the highlights, but that's about it. But Fabulous is saying it'll be Austin Theory versus Priest.
That would be all right.
I could see that. I could see Austin Theory being the one to beat Priest and making him
losing his shit.
Yep, I can see that.
And like Priest goes off on him, and like he goes away for a while, and like he really taps into that darker side of himself. And
like, Damien
I think that Finn Bella, he had challenged Damian Priest, right?
Yeah.
So if he come back and fight Damian as a Demon King, Damian versus Demon, I think that Finn Bella will beat him because he said it's Wrestlemania season. He want to be in a title picture. I think that Finn Bella will beat Damian Priest as a Demon King. You know what I'm saying? And then lose that and drop the belt to Austin Theory. That's just my thought.
At WrestleMania.
Come in, little dog.
I just don't know that Vince has got enough faith in Finn. Like
he doesn't.
He's
from what I heard, he's lost faith in Finn Balor. Vince has,
which is crazy considering. I mean, Finn's been pretty steady for a long time.
Cause he's a Triple H guy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Screwed up. They kept Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They were Triple H guys.
Well, for now,
all the female division, the women division right now are Triple H guys. Those are NXT Triple H, brought them in from the indie scene. So anything Triple H brings out the box, Vince tries to bury. And he has his yes men who wear suits and ties every day with Versace ties and shit and vests to say yes man and help him fire them fools. They're the best thing ever happened to him. That's some bullshit. But you
guys were talking about Ring of Honor. They basically invaded Impact, from what I understand. That seems to be some pretty decent storylines.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good storyline going on, and
that's why Cody and Triple H they put that shit together. It's crazy.
We'll see. I don't know. Now that they're looking at it, I mean they should, but I don't think because from what it sounds like, Cody wants money. That's what he feels like he's owed more money, and Tony Khan didn't want to pay it, so he'll go to Vince and Vince will pay it. But the Ring of Honor Impact stuff, I mean, you've got some wrestlers there that used to be in Ring of Honor that turned on Impact people. So
yeah, Pico or
you got Eddie. We got Eddie Edwards. He turned on Team Impact or whatever to help out No More Honor.
Yeah.
Shout to the Wolves.
What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Eddie
you talking about PCO?
Him and his tag team partner, Eddie Edwards and
Davey Richards.
Davey Richards.
But you talking about PCO? Taz?
Yeah, PCO. Yeah, that
used to be one of what was he? He was one of the Quebecers. Yeah.
How that song go?
The Mountie always gets his
back. Yeah.
But yeah. But I'm getting hungry. So we will continue this discussion because WrestleMania season is in full effect. That's what they keep telling us. So Taz, man, you got anything coming up? Anything you got going on?
I ain't got shit going on. I got one more day of work tomorrow. Then Thursday, I take my daughter to visit a college. Excited about that. Then Friday, I'm taking a vacation day because my ass is dragging. So I'm gonna have a little 4-day weekend.
Nice.
Nothing major, man. Just gonna watch some wrestling. Tomorrow. I might even get a wild hair up my ass and watch NXT tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll just see what's going on.
America's Most Wanted. What you got going on, bro?
Thank you, everybody. To my brothers Taz, man, Nathan Boughton. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all right here with us, and we appreciate that.
Thanks to everyone in the chat for sure.
Got number love for y'all. Yes. Y'all be safe.
I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming in. I want to thank special guest Greedo in a Speedo for popping in. Yeah, I guess his phone got screwed up or whatever.
He whacks off a lot with that phone. He watches a lot of porn on that phone, and sometimes it gets sticky.
It's sticky.
Sticky as Vicky.
Too sweet.
But I also want to let everybody know that I'm planning, wrestling wise, I'm planning to end, even though I haven't gotten to 500 yet, I'm going to end the giveaway soon. So if you haven't picked a wrestler, you better get in there. If you want to win this Ultimate Flair, I'm even throwing in a Chase Jake Roberts as an option. You'll have 6 figures you can pick from. I got Bats, Alley Vipers from G.I. Joe. I got a crap ton of stuff.
It's all conference home loan.
So
it's you pick your wrestler from 2K19.
I already get Brock. It's over.
Yep. I want to get this in.
I picked Ronda Rousey.
You didn't pick anybody, sir.
I didn't.
Nope. I asked you to. You better go into you better go into the giveaway and pick a wrestler.
So nobody steal my pick, chat.
Well, you better go in there quickly because
people be grabbing it.
Because a lot of people have already got a lot of the big names. So
okay.
But also I'm planning on a huge live stream when the new WWE 2K22 game comes out. I decided to splurge a little bit and I'm doing the NWO edition. So it's going to have everything in it. So
that's all.
When if you guys have a chance, I'm going to do that. I'll let everybody know when I decide to do it. But it'll probably be when the game comes out.
My phone was ringing. My bad.
No, it's all good. So head over there, head onto the channel, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll always know about the giveaways, toy hunts, anything else I do. So with that being said, I want to thank Tasman for coming in. I want to thank AMW for coming in. I want to thank special guests Greedo and Espeedo for coming in. And I want to thank each and every one of you in the chat for coming in.
The ones
we
that
all
make
appreciate it.
Oh.
We can't do this without you guys. You guys keep us entertained as much as we do for you. So thank you. Thank you so much. And with that being said,
peace and love, fellas.
Peace out, y'all.
See you guys.